Good morning, everybody. It is time for coffee and a card. I forgot to print out any notes today, so I'm probably going to forget something. In fact, let me grab an old notes because then maybe at least I even threw those away, so that's not going to happen. So let's just see what I can do to make this go well today. My hubby just came in from having to get some stuff done with his driver's license. They had messed it up when they renewed him here, so he was telling me all about it, and then all of a sudden my timer went off and I had to be here. So I am here. Hopefully I'm in the right place. I don't see anyone popping on yet, so I'm going to wait a minute and see if anyone does. So I'm Maureen Rolfes, also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady. I'm coming to you from Murfreesboro, Tennessee on kind of a, hi Lenny, oh good, so hopefully I am in the right place, on kind of a cloudy and gloomy day, although that's okay because we're in the midst of fall and that is what happened. It's been coolish. Our furnace has been running pretty often. Oh yeah, it looks like I'm in the right place, so that makes me happy. I just wanted to be sure I was here. So yeah, all is good. Yesterday I got to have lunch with my youngest grandson, Miko, at his school for their little Thanksgiving lunch, and it was just really nice. And I got to sit with him and some of his friends and hear all of their stories about robots and monsters and beating people up. So I'm not used to little boys. I only had girls, so it's always fun to do something like that. Hi, Karen. But I am here today. I hope you guys got to watch our 12 Days of Christmas over on the Global Inspiration Stamp Team group. If you haven't and you're part of that group, go back and watch. There are a ton of cute ideas that you can use for the upcoming holidays. Bright and sunny in Michigan. Nice, Lenny. I always like the sunshine. I can live with the clouds once in a while, but I like the sunshine. Hi, Lois. Glad you're here too. And Karen. Once again, my name is Maureen Rolfes, also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 26 years, and I love what I do. I am here to share the joy of card making with you, and hopefully some of that will be contagious and you'll pick up on it. And then also to encourage you to not only make those cards and those beautiful projects, but share them with others, give them to friends, spread the joy. That's what it is all about. So I'm glad to see people popping on. That is fantastic. Please leave your comments. Let me know when you're here. Say hi. Let me know where you're from. I love to hear about your weather or what you're doing today. Every single comment you enter counts as an entry to win the project I'm making today. So please comment as many times as you like. Leave questions, concerns, whatever you want to say. I love to hear from you. And I will answer all of those after my video is over. On my computer, when I can see where I'm up and running, it won't give me the comments. So I can see you popping on now, but once I'm down on my table, I don't see that. So I can't answer as we're going, but I definitely will go back on and answer afterward. Any comments entered today through midnight tomorrow count for a chance to win that card. And let me see who my last winner was. Since I didn't print out my notes, I do not remember. So let's see who won my last card. That simple bridge card I made, it was Lois Henderson. So Lois, that is on its way out to you already. So yay. Let me think. I think that's about all I want to mention. I'm going to take you down to my table, but as I do that, I want to remind you that if you can share my video, I really appreciate that. You can share to your own page. You can share to a crafty group. You can share to whoever you like, honestly. Let me know when you do that in the comments, and I will give you a bonus entry. Not only an entry for that comment, but a bonus entry for sharing, because that gets me exposure I wouldn't otherwise have. This is me, Maureen Rolfes, the Crazy Stamping Lady. My blog is crazystampinglady.blogspot.com. You can email me at crazystampinglady@gmail.com. My Facebook is facebook.com/crazystampinglady. You can find me on YouTube under Maureen Rolfes, and you can shop with me at stampingwithmaureen.stampinup.net. My hostess code for the month of November is RTBJTUT7. Please use that code if you're shopping with me this month, as long as your order is under $150, pre-shipping and handling and tax. That code allows me to get the most benefit for your order, and that way I can give the most back to you in giveaways and surprises. So I love when you use that. If your order's over $150, don't use it, because then you will qualify for your own hostess benefits, and I want you to receive those. Just be sure you are shopping with me. My name should always be on the page where you're shopping, saying you are shopping with Maureen Rolfes. So that's a good way to check. My free monthly virtual card class. Each month I do a virtual card class now, and you can earn the kits to do that with me by placing an order. So if you place an order in the month of November using my hostess code, and it's $50, you will get 3 free card kits from me, 3 different cards. If it's $75, you'll get those 3 card kits plus a bonus project. And if it's $100, you'll get those card kits, the bonus project, and a half a pack of a current embellishment. So December's class is going to be coming up on Monday, December 11th. So if you qualify for these, I'll be sending those kits out on December 1st, so you should have them in time to make them once you see my video. But if not, my video is always there, and you can go back and watch it. And that video is on this same Facebook group right where we are, and it is open to anyone to watch. It's just that you only get the kits if you order. I actually did my class for November yesterday, so that would have been for October orders, and I'm going to show you those projects that we made so you can see what you would get the kits for. Something similar. They're different every month, but a similar idea of what my card kits are. So this is one of them. We made this cute little card for Season's Greetings and the little bear punch. And then on the inside, I haven't finished it yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the inside, but this is the card we put together and what you would have gotten in your kit. We did just get the discontinued list of what's not going to be continuing on after this catalog is gone. That was just released to demonstrators, and in there is that bear punch. So if you haven't gotten it, be sure you snatch that up, because once it's gone, and that could be at any time. We also made this cute little card to say hello with the brushed brass butterflies on there. So this was the second card kit you would have received. And then we made a happiest of birthdays, and this was the third card kit you would have received. Now remember, I can't stamp anything when I send you these kits. So you'll receive everything in the kit, any ribbons, any embellishments, all the pieces, but there will be no stamping. So you'll have to find a stamp that works for the cards that I'm sending. And then our bonus project was this cute little gift card holder here. So these are our gift card envelopes that are in the mini catalog, really easy to overlook, and also being discontinued, which makes me sad, because we've asked for years for little envelopes that specifically fit a gift card, and these do perfectly. It opens on the back, and then I think I have one here I can show you. The little gift card would slide right in, and it fits in there perfectly to close this again. Great for gift giving. We decorated this envelope, but then I added a piece of twine, because these would be cute to hang on your tree for if company comes, and just put $5 Starbucks cards in them. And if you have holiday company, let everyone pick one off the tree. Or you could also tie this on another gift with the bow to tie on top. On the back, there's plenty of room to write to and from. So I just love them. I'm going to have to stock up on them since they're going away. It makes me kind of sad, but these are also being discontinued. But this would have been your bonus project. if you ordered $75 worth from me. And then if you'd ordered 100, you would have also gotten this half pack of embellishments. I love these sequins. They are so sparkly and so gorgeous. And I'm pretty sure these are also not continuing. So these are all things that are going away from the mini catalog. Be aware of that. Along that same line, the Merry and Bright bundle is my bundle focus for the month of November, and we're going to be using it today on another fun card. If you purchase this bundle in the month of November, I'll give 100% of the profits from it to the Doors of Hope Ministry in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and you will receive a bonus tutorial of additional card ideas that you can make. This is on the discontinued list, so it'll only be there while supplies last. So if it sells out before the end of November, then I just will not have another bundle bonus for the rest of this month. But hopefully if you want this bundle and want to support the Doors of Hope Ministry, order it soon before it goes away, because everything on that discontinued list is only available while supplies last. All right. I am currently forming my mailing list for the new January through April catalogs and the celebration catalogs that will start in January. You must have ordered from me between June 1st and November 28th to get on that mailing list. And if you're on that, Stampin' Up! Will mail you those catalogs in December, and you'll have them before they start. So please, if you're interested and want to get a catalog from me, make sure you've placed an order in that time frame. I'm closing it on the 28th of November because I'm finalizing the list on the 29th. I never like to wait till the last day of the month because it gets crazy on the Stampin' Up! Site and there can be glitches, and I want to be sure I get this mailing list in. So you have to have ordered by midnight on the 28th using my hostess code, or just ordering in order to get the catalog sent to you. So I just want to remind you of that. Plus, it is gift certificate time. I'm taking orders for my gift certificates for the holidays. If you order a gift certificate to give to someone, just let me know if you want it sent to them or you in that address. If you would like a gift certificate as part of your Christmas present, drop a hint to your kids, to your family, to your husband, to your friends, and let them know, and they can order from me. Gift certificates come in a nice little belly band pouch. It'll always be decorated beautifully in some gorgeous designer series paper. When you open it up, your gift certificate is inside, and it's good for 1 year. So you have 1 year to redeem it with me, Maureen Rolfes, the crazy stamping lady. That gift certificate does not have to be given to me. You just need to let me know. I keep a list of who's purchased them. So just let me know you have that gift certificate, and I am able to go in and cancel it off the redemption list. And that is that. So please do that sooner rather than later, because I want to be sure everyone gets these on time for the holidays. Mini catalog. So the mini catalog is currently still going through December, but since that discontinued list has been released, and I'll be posting it to my customers probably right after this seasonal sale is over, because I don't like to put too much out at once. But things are really only available while supplies last. So today we're going to focus on my bundle bonus. We're going to be using the Merry and Bright stamp set and dies, and this beautiful Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green foil sheets. All of these are being discontinued, so be aware of that. They are going away, as well as the designer series paper. I think all the designer series papers are being discontinued, so once they're gone, they are gone. So just be aware of that. And then our seasonal sale. I put out an email. It's been on my Facebook. It is going on right now as we speak. Today through the 16th, Stampin' Up! Is having a seasonal sale. You can order from it at stampinwithmaureen.stampinup.net. And again, please use that same hostess code that I've mentioned a few times. It is a great stock up sale, guys. They are giving 10% off all of the ribbons and trims in the annual catalog. So everything here is annual catalog only. When we have our sale later in the month For the retirement list, that will be out of the mini catalog. But right now, this is annual catalog only. All ribbons and trims, 15% off all of our inks, and that includes our pads, our refills, our markers, and our blends. It doesn't include bundles. So if there are bundles of like, there is a bundle, I think, of all of the color groups of the markers. That is not included. But the individual color families of the markers are included. So 15% off all those, 20% off of all of our papers. That includes our cardstock, our specialty papers, our designer series paper. Pretty much if it's a paper, it's included in there. You can shop online, and when you go there to the shopping tab, just click on seasonal sale, and it'll give you only what is in the sale and what's available. So there may be something selling out fast. Already this morning, I've seen a ton of blends ordered through orders that people have put in. So things are going to start probably running out, and they're not allowed to go on back order. So if you can't catch them while they're in stock, they won't be available for this sale. So shop online, look at the seasonal sale, see what you might want to get before these go away, and order by the 16th at the latest, because then this sale is over. Annual catalog continues through April. I'm just going to move that aside, and we're going to let it go because I'm not really using much out of there today. Okay, so let me show you the fun card we're making today. We're changing up the colors a little, like I do a lot of times. But I want to show you this cute card. So here is the envelope, and here's the card, and it is nothing but sparkle. We're using that foil paper as our background, and I love it oh so much. I think it is the coolest thing. If you want to send someone a really sparkly card for the holidays, this is going to be the one. Nothing but fun. I'm going to set that up here and show you what we're using on here. So for my foil background, I am using the foil sheets from the mini catalog. They come in Granny Apple Green and Melon Mambo. And they come 12 by 12, even though mine are smaller. I've used a lot of it already. I'm trying to see how many are in here. 4. So you get 2 of each color. So that is actually quite a bit. You wouldn't have to do a full card if you wanted to make it go further, but I love the look of this. So we're using that. This is also on the discontinued list. We're also going to use the Christmas Tidings embossing folder. And I love this folder. So it has like Christmas and tree and tidings and ornaments and presents and stockings and gingerbread man. And they go random directions. So you could do this either vertically or horizontally, whichever you want. I'm doing a horizontal one. And you can see on here the little poinsettia. Hopefully you can without the glare. The poinsettia, the little gingerbread man. It says tidings. There's holly showing. Little parts are showing all the way through there of that gorgeous, gorgeous embossing folder. So we're using that. I can't remember if the Christmas Tidings embossing folder is carrying over or not. I don't think it is, but let me look real quick so I can tell you, because if you're interested, you're going to want to get that fast also. Christmas Tidings is on page 33. And nope, it is not carrying over, so that is being discontinued also. I love it. It is one of my favorite holiday embossing folders I've ever gotten. So we're using that today. And then the Merry and Bright bundle. So that includes this adorable stamp set. And then all these little pieces that you can cut out. And we're going to be cutting out, or already cut out, but I'll show them to you. But the little strings for the lights to go on. The actual lights today, the tops for the lights. I think that's all we're cutting out. And using some of the images out of here that coordinate. I'm going to move this aside. So like I said, we're going to change up the colors just a little bit. So this one used the Granny Green foil. On the card we're making today, we're going to use the Melon Mambo foil. And hopefully you can see here before I cover it up with anything, how beautiful that embossing folder embosses the foil. Look how pretty that is. On the back, it's just white, and it would be debossed, but your words would go the wrong direction. So just use white cardstock if that's what you want to do. But on the front is this foil, and we're going to put this card together using the pieces that we've talked about. So the first thing I'm going to do is my envelope and the inside of my card, and just get those done and out of the way. So let me grab, did I forget to cut? I did. I forgot to cut one piece. This is the piece that goes with the outside. So let me grab some basic white cardstock and my cutter. Here is my cutter and some basic white. And we're just going to cut down a layer for the inside of my card. And that is going to be 4 inches by 5 1/4. It looks like my ruler is a little out of whack there. So I'm going to come down here so I have the 5 1/4 mark without extending the arm. Okay, so there's our inside piece. Sorry, I forgot to cut that ahead. I try to be prepared, but every now and then something slips my mind, and that was one of them. So this is the inside of our card. This is the envelope for our card, and I am going to grab our little mat because these are photopolymer stamps, and we're going to stamp these. And what I'm going to do is stamp using the Have a Merry Christmas. So Have a is one stamp, and then Merry, and then Christmas. And we are going to use the Melon Mambo in Granny Apple Green ink pads. And we're just going to stamp like I did here on the envelope. So let me open these up. And I'm going to do the Have a in Mambo. And these are bold stamps, so you want to be sure that you ink them up completely and have all the ink on there. And I'm just kind of doing it at an angle, a little bit random. And then we're going to do Merry in the Granny Apple Green. And I'm going to come in here at an angle with that one also. And then we're going to come back to Christmas. And I don't want to have to worry about anything being super straight on here. So even Christmas is going to be at a little bit of an angle. There you go. Have a Merry Christmas is our envelope. And we're going to do the same thing on the inside of the card. Same colors, same sentiments. So I'm going to come up here and do a Have a. And then we're going to do Merry. And then Christmas. It's just a fun card, and I like when something is just kind of fun and bright. If it doesn't have to be perfectly straight, it's just kind of random. And look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. Love, love, love it. I don't know about you, but I send out a ton of different kinds of cards over the holidays to different people, trying to match their personalities just a little bit. And I know several people who will love this card. Okay, so I'm going to come back in here. We're going to get rid of the mat for a little bit. We're going to add this to the inside of our Granny Apple Green base. Hope you're having a good day, guys. Paul, like I said, Paul just came back from another city. He had to go down and get his license fixed. When they did it, they didn't put his motorcycle thing on there, and he really wanted that, even though he doesn't really ride anymore. Just in case he wants to hop on a friend's motorcycle sometime, he wanted that endorsement on there, so they had to go fix that. And I've already talked to my daughters this morning. It's just been kind of a fun morning with fun, good stuff, but busy as usual. I can't believe how busy retirement life can be. Now this piece of Melon Mambo is 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and I cut a piece of white that is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So you're just going to have a tiny little border around the edge of here. Let's see if I can hold it up. I want to see about how much before I lay it down. Yeah, just a tiny bit, but it makes it pop against the green. So I wanted to add that. I'm going to use my seal, and because this is embossed, I'm going to go pretty much around the entire edge. When you emboss, it can cause your paper to curve a little bit, but also because you have those embossed images, there's not as much surface for the glue to stick to. So I like to go around the complete edge. You could also use liquid glue for this. That would work. But we're going to come in here and I'm just going to leave a tiny border of white around this whole layer, just like that. I'm going to turn it over and gently push it. I don't want to push too hard because I don't want to remove any of that beautiful embossing on there. Look at that. Now we're going to add this to the front of our card. And for this part, you only need the seal in the corners. It'll be just fine with that. So we went and got living room furniture yesterday. I am so excited. We have not had living room furniture in this house. It's very difficult to sit and watch TV or really enjoy being comfortable in the living room on little plastic folding chairs. So we actually finally agreed, picked out some furniture, and I will share some pictures soon because we're getting most of our furniture. We haven't done any decorating yet, so there's not much on the walls. We haven't bought pictures, but we do have furniture, so I'm very excited about that. So there is that. So far, so good. So what I did is before I came on, I cut out those little strings that I had shown you out of black. So this is going to be our string for our string of lights to go on here. And then I also cut out 5 of the light bulbs. And we have both kind of light bulbs, the old-fashioned ones that are round, and then we have these newer fangled ones. I like that because different people like different kinds, so I like that it has both. And then 5 of these little tops for our light bulbs. And these punch out and they give you a little hole at the top that we can string that piece of string through. And I'm just checking these because they do have a right side and wrong side, even though they look exactly alike. They're rougher on the back, so I want to be sure I have them going the right way. And what we're going to do is we're going to add these to the tops of our bulbs just with a glue dot. So when you cut these out on your machine, they have an extra part that they cut out here at the top, and that is where your little top is going to fit on. So I'm going to go kind of right down to the color and put that on there. And I've just found that glue dots work well for me because of that little lip to pop it on. If you like liquid glue, that would work just as well. You just need to let it set for a minute. I'm a glue dot person. I do use my liquid glue for certain things, but I tend to go to my seal and my glue dots more often. I know other people and other demonstrators who almost strictly use the liquid glue. So you have to find what works for you. There's so many different options for adhesives and putting cards together that just find what works best for you. Maybe try a few things because sometimes we get stuck in a habit of how we put things together. And once in a while when we try something new, we find out all this time that would have been a better route to go. So feel free to try and experiment. I'm going to put another little glue dot on here so that we have the tops on all 5 of our light bulbs. And I'm going to grab a sip of coffee. You guys always know I have my coffee handy. My voice has been a little scratchy and I can feel it coming on. I don't know if you can see this online. I can't tip it much, but I have my beautiful fall mug. Kind of reminds me, let's see if I can tip it a little more, of the leaves that we, here, maybe if I drink some, huh? That was a big gulp. Now I can turn it a little bit more. Kind of reminds me of the watercolor wash leaves we did on my video a couple weeks ago. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Love it, love it, love it. Sorry you can't see it better. Shouldn't have wasted your time. Okay, so these are our light bulbs. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dimensional and put them on the back of each of these lights. Now this is how I put this together. You could do it a different way if you find a better way. Again, you have to find what works for you. I love watching crafters. Like if I do a crop or something and I go and see what all the crafters are doing, I'm amazed at how differently everyone crafts, and yet it all turns out beautifully. So for my card, I am not going to glue this down at all. I am just going to feed this ribbon, right side up hopefully, from the back to the front on each one of these bulbs. From the back to the front, back to the front. Shouldn't be that hard, should it? It's like threading a needle. Oh my gosh, I used to be able to thread needles. Now I have to have every tool imaginable to get that thread through a needle hole. Getting old, getting old. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so now my 5 lights are on there, and these are going to be spread out across this card. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to pull my first one that I threaded on, and I'm going to start with that. I'm going to let the other ones just kind of hang out over here. I'm going to take the backing off of this one, and I'm going to place it kind of down here toward the bottom, because that's where I want all of this to start. Right there at an angle. I'm making sure that my little piece of black is still sticking out. Then I'm going to do my next one. And this is why I'm not gluing the actual little thin strip of black down, because I want to be able to manipulate it and to move these and place them where I want them. And this allows me to do that by not hooking it down so tightly. Okay, so I'm going to come in here. So these bulbs, I don't know if I mentioned it, are stamped with Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green to match the colors in the card. And then I'm going to take my third light here, pulling off the backing. Pull these kind of to the side so they're not in the way. And this one's going to come up here, just like that, because I want to leave this area down here open for my sentiment. I'm going to do my fourth one. Oh, I guess that backing never came off. I'm trying to get it off my fingers and it's still on the bulb. And that one's going to come up here, pretty close to that one. And then my last one. So by not gluing that string down in any way, it allowed me to place these exactly where I wanted them to. And it's such a thin string that it just kind of moved with me. I am not going to glue it down. I'm going to just leave it up just like that. If it had gone over the edges a little bit, you could trim it down. But in this case, the way I moved it, it's perfectly on there. So that is our string of lights, and they are all attached and nothing's going to go anywhere. And then the next thing I want to do is do my sentiment. So let me grab my mat back and the little Holly Jolly and my Memento ink. So now all of these light bulbs, excuse me, in the set, let me show you that real quick since I'm thinking of it. They do have a little filament piece if you wanted to put those in the inside of the light bulb. They also have one you could cut out if you wanted to put it in there. I think they look great without it. It just seemed like a lot of extra fussiness to me, but feel free to do that if you like that. You know, sometimes I am a clean and simple gal, and just those extra things that don't mean anything, I don't always do. At least for me, they don't mean anything. But for you, they might. So, okay, there's our Holly Jolly. How cute is that? And I think that is also just fun. Kind of goes with the whole theme of this card. Let me get this stuff out of the way and let that dry for just a second before I fussy cut it so that it doesn't get all over my fingers. And actually, I'm going to bubble cut it. You guys have seen me do that before. Fussy cutting is where you go right up to an image, but I am not doing that in here. I am actually just bubble cutting, just kind of going up and around and down. Not getting super close to the image anywhere, trying to keep a nice smooth circle, like a great big old bubble floating in the air. And don't worry about anything being perfect on this. This is just another fun cut, so it works well with what I'm doing here today. All right, so there is our Holly Jolly. That's going to go right down here. And I'm going to attach that with a couple more dimensionals. Looks like almost time to cut my edges on these dimensionals around apart, but not quite yet. Actually, I'm going to do 3. This is a pretty long sentiment. And I have another one right here. So let's add 3 to here. And I'm actually not going to add any bling to this, which is, I know, surprising. But I think just the shininess of the background speaks for itself. So I don't think we need all the bling. I'm going to come down here and place this in that open spot. Now you can see, even after all this, the gingerbread guy, the word, part of the word Santa, the part of the word festive, the little poinsettias, the trees, things are still poking through on that background that look just adorable. So then my final thing I'm going to add to this is I'm going to tie a little bow. And for this I am using the metallic woven ribbon, and this is Parakeet Party, but it coordinates perfectly. This comes in all of last year's in colors. So these colors will be going away when the new annual catalog goes away. But I love this little ribbon. You know I love twine. I love anything that's tiny like that, that ties super easy. And I'm just going to pull these together at the end here and cut them off. So let me grab my ribbon scissors. Cut the bottom. And there is our little ribbon. And to me, I loved the glitter on here and the sparkle to go with the background paper, but it's not overwhelming in any way. And to add that, I'm just going to add a dab of my liquid glue up here in the corner. And then I'm going to lay my bow right on top of it. And then I know you guys have seen me use this trick before, but I'm going to show it again. I then take one of my blocks and set it right on top of there. And that just makes sure that that ribbon is adhering very well to my card and to the glue. And while that is setting up, I'm just going to move all of my junk out of the way, tear off my excess on here. And yes, so I hope you guys like this. I'll show it to you in just a second. I want that glue to set up a little bit. I thought this was such a fun card. So here it is in real red and the Granny Apple Green. And here it is in Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green. And I think that is probably set now. This is the card I'm giving away today. But I actually love them both. I think they're fun. And if you got that 12 by 12 pack of paper, you could do, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. You could do 24 of these cards if you use both color schemes. So I love it. Think it is so, so fun. I'm not sure I'll do 24, but I am going to do a few more because I know people who are going to love this card also. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being with me today. I do plan to be back here again on Friday. That is my goal. Don't forget about the awesome sale that's going on. Check it out. Even if you don't think you need anything, go to the Shop Now button on my website. Click on the seasonal sale and just see what's there. It is a great stock up time. Like I said, when do you see cardstock on sale? It is so rare. And if you can get it at a discount in your designer series papers, now is the time to do it. Okay, please leave your comments. You have till midnight tomorrow night to enter to have a chance to win this card, and it will be sent off to the winner. I'll see you again on Friday. Until then, have a blessed week and a wonderful day, and be creative, guys. See you all soon. Bye.